Hello, this is J.N.S, and I want to cover this topic. Matter of fact, let me share my screen. Now, there was this clip going around about black voters being incentivized to vote for Trump due to him coming out with the new sneaker. And I just found it very obnoxious. So I don't think that was Trump's premise himself, but that is what one of the Fox News pundits, suggested that black voters will move to vote for Trump because black people love sneakers. And I have to say, like, that is a very offensive and myopic perspective to take on this situation. And I'm talking to the Republican Party and all you think tanks for the right wing. Because whoever told him to come out here and say this shit, or whoever even thought of even putting out that thought out there, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, the idea of the Trump sneaker is it's a cool idea. But to try to tie that into how we're going to vote for Trump because he has a sneaker, now you went left. Because you're trying to suggest that we are just so myopic in our thinking, so childish in our thinking, that someone merely coming out with a sneaker is enough to go move us to vote. I'm gonna tell you this. Yes, we love sneakers. Me personally, I'm more of I like flats and heels, sandals type thing. But yes, sneakers are a big thing in a community, but within context. If it's not no motherfucking Yeezys or no J's, I don't see my people going out there to go buy some sneakers from some old white man. And I fucks with Trump, but let's just keep it real. Let's keep things into proper perspective, into context. And so I'm gonna play what the pundit says. What the pundit says, and then I actually want to give you right wingers or you black conservatives that even think about promoting this type of stuff. I want to for any of you black conservatives that will go back to these think tanks and say like, oh, what is the black community thinking? I'm going to give you some strategy on how y'all could have spent this that would have been way more fruitful than just talking about black people love sneakers or whatever. So I'll play the clip and then we'll go into the rest of the commentary.
They're like, wait a minute, this is cool. Use. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics.
That's true.
And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love. It's
hope
something.
You're right.
It's something. It's affection. Even the sneaker thing.
Okay. And so again, the idea that culture trumps politics, that is true. However, saying that Trump understands culture like no other, that I don't know about all that. And then to say that, let me go back to this part.
Culture always trumps politics, and Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400?
No, the thing is, anybody that was going to go and buy them sneakers were already going to vote for Trump. That's just it. Anybody that's going to spend $400 on a Trump sneaker, they are already Trump supporters. That's something that y'all right wingers need to understand. And that's just common sense. Just because someone comes out with sneaker does not mean they're going to garner a new vote. That's something that you come out with for your fan base. Now, there was a way to spin that to get new voters, sure, but not under the premise of we just come up with a sneaker, you gonna go and take and spend $400 for somebody's sneaker and then you're gonna go and vote for them. That's not how that works. And I will give you a strategy of how y'all can spin this and still spin it. But let me continue.
$100 down for a pair of sneakers. Yeah, I think that's commitment and love. It's something.
You're right.
It's something. It's affection. Even the
yeah. So the white folks that go and buy this Trump sneaker, they already Trump supporters, and they want to fund this campaign, and they want to make sure that he get in there. So yeah, they're going to support it and buy that $400 sneaker. Now with the black community, we it's not so much, it's true that the black community is moving away from the Democrat Party and from Biden in particular. That's true. However, Trump coming out with a sneaker is not enough incentive for us to go, for one, vote for him, let alone buy the sneaker in the first place. It's $400. It's not no, how Shaq, when he came out with his sneaker, it was $30, $12 at Walmart. It ain't that type of party. Jay's is looking at 160, 200. And let's be real. Black Americans don't buy sneakers outside of a very specific context. It better be some Air Force Ones, which is Nike. It better be some J's, which is the Jordan, or it could be some Yeezys. You might get lucky and get some bougie ass Negroes to get some bought. Oh, what's that? Oh man, it's a line. Some Balenciaga sneakers. I remember wanting to get me some of those until they come out with the kid stuff, and I said I'm not supporting Balenciaga because of that kid stuff, but I think his Balmain got some really cool sneakers too that I like. Sometimes I think that yeah, I want to see if this was some years ago. I looked at this, but I think they got a pretty cool sneaker. I'm not a sneakerhead though. I've never been a sneakerhead. I can count the amount of times I've had J's. Nikes, not so much. I've always had Nikes. Growing up, we always did Air Force Ones. I had the Carmelos when they came out. Oh, I thought I was the shit in 8th grade when the Carmelos. I don't know if y'all remember the Carmelo Anthony sneakers that came out back in the I want to say 2006. Yeah, but, we just thought we was the shit when that sneaker came out. A lot of the bougie black kids, they do get all the J's. That's true. I bought my nephew his first pair of J's. So if it's not no damn J's or no Nike or no Yeezy, so see, Trump would have had to link up. See, this is how I know y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing. This is how I know y'all know. Trump should have linked up with one of them black athletes or one of the black rappers or something, and did a partnership. Got something where they are doing a sneaker together. Okay, and preferably somebody that's cross-cultural in terms of being able to get still respected by the Black American community, and they're respected amongst all the other communities. That's how you would have sold that sneaker to Black Americans if you wanted to sell it. You would have had, let's just be real, you would have had to put a black face that Black people fucks with, and they would have had to been getting a cut. And due to Black Americans wanting to support that Black person's business, venture rather, they would have bought that sneaker. You know what I mean? See, you got some bougie Negroes that may go this route. This is the sneaker I want. You might got, you might get something like that. But if it ain't no J's or no Yeezys, I don't think I've ever saw Black Americans outside of anything other on their feet. I mean, me, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not a sneakerhead. I get my sneakers from Walmart, and I get the ones with the memory foams. I've never been into sneakers. I could wear the same sneakers for 4 or 5 years. But yeah. So these are the sneakers that Black Americans wear: Nikes, J's, and some damn Yeezys. We do Air Jordan. But Trump, you should have been trying to link up with one of them, upcoming, the Black American athlete. It was pretty popular. They ain't got to be like, a Kyrie Irving or something, but, some real popular still. And I love Kyrie Irving, but I'm just saying like that. I don't think he would have did the deal, but I'm just saying like somebody that, that's probably up and coming that, for one, do support the conservative values, what y'all got lined up. And then with another thing you should have been promoting with this damn sneaker, if you wanted to do this cross-sectional promotion to the Black American community. This is another thing y'all could have did. You should have gave some of them sneakers away for free to the Black American community, preferably underprivileged Black community, to the Black kids. That would have got your ass some votes, because that's way better than what the Democrats offer. Now, you still have a chance to actually do that. Y'all better take this advice and go run with it. Trump, that's what should have happened. That's what they should have did. They should have linked up with one of these black churches in the underprivileged area, and it had a boatload of sneakers for the black kids. Come get you some free sneakers, $400 sneakers, and just a real small one. It got to be no mega church because you want to make sure you don't affect your bottom line too much. But that should have been a tax write-off, giving some sneakers to some black kids. Then that would have spread out through the black community. Then you would have had them black kids wearing the Trump sneaker. That's how you do that. You got to give them away for free. Because I'm telling you right now, ain't no black person going to buy no $400 Trump sneaker when they can buy $120 fucking Jordan. We see it right here on your screen, $120. And go on eBay and get them the Air Jordan Retro PS Thunder for $150. Matter of fact, let's see about Yeezys. How much is the Yeezys now still? Niggas is going, like, look at this, $130 for Yeezys. 109 people will go and buy this. And this is a cute sneaker. People will go and go and cop this. And then another thing, Trump, your sneaker is too loud, honey. This is a loud ass sneaker. Just like, well, it fits your personality. That's Trump sneaker. No, this is not it. Let me go and figure. No, this is not it. See, honestly, this would have been cute. This is how you should have designed it and got with a black American. That's how y'all do that. Now, this is not your design. This is somebody else's design. But this is cute. Even something like, I believe it or not, even something like that. Just take the MAGA off of it. Because you want something that's standing test of time. Something like this even. That's dope. That's dope. That's a dope ass sneaker. That's how y'all should have designed this, because that's kind of the look. That's the look that the youth like. Not even just the youth, but the young college student like. They don't like this loud ass sneaker that you got here. Let me show it. I gotta go and find it. This loud ass sneaker. I don't know, man. And I don't know. Like, y'all, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't have black Americans on y'all team. What happens? White people don't even dress like that. That's definitely something that the black youth, I do have to say, that's a Gen Z look. That's a Gen Z look. I do have to say that. It's a very young look. It's very loud. But you got to figure, your base don't dress like that, Trump. So if you wanted to have the black, if you want that more so for like the black Americans to wear, you're going to have to link up with a black American influencer, even if it's a damn YouTuber, big ass YouTuber. CJ So Cool, one of them. You have to get one of the black YouTube, Ice Cube, one of them. Y'all gonna have to talk about that platinum plan for Black America, and so say you go set up something for the some of these inner cities, and when you talk about this platinum plan, a lot of people don't know about the platinum plan. Still, you add the anti-hate crime bill to the platinum plan for Black America, right? And y'all go and bring some of them sneakers up into the hood somewhere. Oh, you gonna get some motherfucking votes. Now, I'm not saying my people are politically unastute or politically lack political acumen where you get their vote, but Black Americans are already getting disillusioned anyways with the Democrat Party. So I'm saying, in addition to the platinum platform, the platinum plan for Black America, you're going to be talking about the platinum plan for Black America, letting them know about the things that's on that plan. And you're going to come through with the sneaker for the kids. Then you may get more sales that way, because then you're giving the sneakers away free for the kids. And then other people going, get, other people will buy the sneaker eventually. Now, I do think that, what sizes is available. You got to know that. And you got to have all that kind of planned out in advance, like as far as what church you're going to, how many, you got to talk with the pastor, how many kids you think they got, how many kids they got, what's the shoe sizes, what's the average shoe sizes of the Black kids. And then you already got to have maybe, again, it all has to be planned out in advance. You just don't show up, but you got to know how many kids you think will be there, what's the average shoe size of the kids, and also talk about that platinum plan. That's how you get the Black vote. But that platinum plan, I'm telling you now, comes first over them damn sneakers. And not just the platinum plan, but again, it's the platinum plan, but then you're going to add the hate crime bill to it too. And you pretty much, I'm talking about the anti-hate crime bill for Black Americans. I think that's how you, the anti-hate crime bill for Black Americans. Yeah, you add that to the platinum plan too, and you'll have, that would be a nice little, because it's better than what the Democrats will ever do. It's better than what the Republicans will even try to do. You kind of renegade, so it's like you're gonna have to think outside the box, you and your team. And this sneaker is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea for a president to come out with a sneaker. That's actually a dope fucking idea. It's a very young, you know what I mean? It's fresh. It's fresh. Imagine if Obama would have did that. You know what I mean? So I don't think that the idea of the sneaker is bad. I think the design could have been, better, but this is a young look. So it's a loud, young look. And so even if you're going to go with the young, loud look, you got to plan that out better. You got to have some Black influencers promote that, for one. Or you should have teamed up with a Black influencer or a Black athlete. And you're going to have to, it not merely just offering the sneaker is enough. You're going to have to do some sneaker drive giveaways. Some sneaker giveaways for preferably in underprivileged areas. And then talk about that platinum plan. And that's how you do that. And then people, look at this, people, and these white folks, they gonna support who they support. And so you do see he bid $9,000 for these motherfucking sneakers, just for it to be autographed by Trump and say never surrender, gold sneakers by Trump. And he paid $9,000 for these. So the white boys, they ready to cash out. They ready to spend their money on this sneaker, even though he probably never gonna wear this shit. Do this white man look like he wear this sneaker? This not even style. Look how he dressed. Look at what he got on his feet. Look at what he got on his feet. Look, watch this. Now look down when he show us when they about to show the camera zoomed in a certain position. Look at it. Watch. Look at his feet. Come on, he ain't gonna wear them shits. He got an Alexander McQueen sweatshirt on, and so the person behind him looked like he'll wear it. Nope. More so than, let's be real, Black Americans, I see them wear stuff like the Gen Z. I ain't gonna hold you. When I was in high school, I'm about to show you, I set a trend. And nobody in high school, people that went to high school with me, they cannot take this away from me. There was these retro Reeboks that came out, right? At this time, Nike was still there. These was the retro, these was like neon colored Reeboks. No, like these was neon. And I was the first person to walk up in Hutchinson Central Technical High School. I'm trying to find it for you. Because they came out, they were, and literally within 1 week, so many Black Americans had that sneaker that I had on my feet. Let me find this for you. It was this one, but this wasn't the color that I had. I'm trying to look for the one where the color, let me see. Damn, it was a retro Reebok, the neon colors. The best example, because I guess they took that off the market. I mean, it was so retro. And this was in 2010 when I did that. Let me see. Let me share this tab. And so this was the sneaker, but this was not the one I'm talking about. That was the look of it, but this was more of the color of it. This, I'm trying to scroll back up. This was more of the color of it. I wore, but the whole sneaker was a neon color. And I had these cool clothes. I was a very eccentric dresser. High school was a big ass fashion show to me. I ain't even gonna hold you. I didn't even learn shit. It was just a big ass fashion show. But I used to literally set trends. I was probably the most creative dresser in Hutchinson Central Technical High School. I used to cut shit up, make shit, tape shit. I used to do all types of shit. And I wore them retro ass Reebok, boy. And with them, what people was looking, the teachers was looking like, what? Because I mean, come on, imagine somebody come with some bright ass, bright. I mean, they was so bright. Oh, that was the first thing you saw on me. It was like this type of bright, but they were colorful, and they were looking like, I don't know what kind of shit you want. But I'm telling you, within 1 week, all of the black boys and black girls, oh, they had them sneakers on their feet. Everybody had them motherfucking sneakers. And it was so hilarious. So as far as this sneaker right here that Trump done came out with, it's not, to me, it's not my style, but this is what people like. And believe it or not, your fan base wants to feel cool. They want to feel cool anyway. So they like this idea. They do. They fuck with this idea. They fucks with this. It's not totally. Let's see what he. Look at this. And people want to say it's a flop. I don't think this is a flop. I think that it may be a flop if y'all have stupid ass pundits on Fox News talking about how all black people will vote for Trump because of the sneaker. That ain't gonna get it. But I think the idea itself is cool. But you're gonna have to give, if you want some garner in the black community, you have to talk about that platinum plan, and you're gonna have to come up in there in one of them churches or community centers, basketball camps, one of them, and you have to come in there with these damn sneakers and have it as a tax write-off. You have to give some of these sneakers away in the hood for free, because we ain't paying no $399. They said the bargain price. See, look at this bargain price. White folks eating this up. They about to buy that sneaker. But for him to try to say that that's going to translate, we do love sneakers, though. And I could see a lot of Gen Zs wearing this, regardless of color. I could see a bunch of Gen Zs wearing this bad boy, because this is a Gen Z look. It just is. When I was in high school, that would have been, I'm not going to hold you. When I was in high school, because I was wearing, I thought I was sharing the wrong tab. So they're going to eat this up. You're about to eat this up. I thought I was sharing. Sorry about that. But when I was in high school, I was wearing loud ass shit. Loud. No lie. I mean, way loud. Actually, the sneaker that I'm talking about is louder than any of this stuff that I'm showing you on the screen. I can't even find it. The best is this one, but this sneaker is not quite the one. The one I had it looked cute. It was looked better than this. And I can't even find it. But I just know it was super duper loud. And I wore that. And I didn't give a damn. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was a shit. I used to shop at Delius. I don't know if y'all guys remember Delius. It was that cool little eccentric store where the bougie, nerdy black kids shopped at Delius, and all the white kids, like at Aeropostale. I was one of them. I wasn't necessarily the Hollister. Like at Hutch Tech, it was most of the bougie black kids would go there. So a lot of the black kids was wearing Hollister. Obviously Aeropostale at the time. I used to wear Aeropostale when I was younger though. And we would wear, obviously Coach Coach is still not like high end, but a lot of the black American kids wore Coach. What else was it? Coach. What is it? BB? Yeah, BB was one when they was high at that time. BB was kind of considered high end at that time. And I want to say, I mean, I can't think of anything else. And this is just for Buffalo, New York. I can only speak on Buffalo, New York at Hutch Tech. I don't know what the other kids were doing. But yeah, it was okay to be eccentric at Hutch Tech. So I used to do some really different shit. And so the Gen Zs will wear a loud sneaker. I say that to say that the Gen Zs would totally wear a loud ass sneaker like this. They would. Now, if he wanted more of that college type student, he would have had to play that. He would have had to come out with something that looked a little bit more like the Balmains or like that Balenciaga sneaker or them Yeezys. He would have had to come out with something that looked like that for our generation, for the for 30s and 20s. He would have had to come out. Where that sneaker at? He would have had to come out with something like this and just take his face off and just maybe put Trump, But this is more of the, and maybe that's something y'all could still do too, And look at this, only $89. Just something like that. And that's something that Now that looked like something more like that white boy would wear. You know, this is something that more of an older, but that sneaker, this sneaker right here, this is more of an urban look. I ain't gonna hold you. And them white people, they want to feel cool, so they gonna buy it in droves. They about to dish out, and they already support Trump, so they about to dish it out. And so for the pundit to say, "Oh, black voters will move to Trump because black people love sneakers," not quite, not quite. We love sneakers, but again, it got to be in context. If you want to sell these type sneakers, he gonna have to come into the community. Y'all gonna have to come into the community. Y'all gonna have to come into the community with these sneakers for free for black kids, and talk about that platinum plan, and add that anti-hate crime bill for Black Americans. The anti-hate crime bill on the platinum plan. Then you got a slam dunk. Then you get the black folks questioning and talking. They all scared to actually come out and say they support Trump, but they secretly supporting Trump, but they scared, except for some of the brave black conservatives that keep it real. That's been on the Trump train since 2016, and they took hits. They took heavy hits. They took bullets. They took ass whoopings from the black community in 2016. Now you don't take much of an ass whooping. Even 2020, you kind of took an ass whooping, but in 2024, people could see the shenanigans for what it is, and they kind of like, I don't know, because this Biden thing ain't looking too good, you know, with the Democrats. I don't know what the hell they're doing. And my thing is, this sneaker thing, even if you were to come in the hood with the sneakers, believe it or not, that's less offensive, and you come in with them for free, and you're talking about this platinum plan for Black America, believe it or not, that's better than the Democrats coming with collard greens and catfish chicken nuggets and catfish and fried chicken and all that shit at cookout, acting like they talking about education. That's less offensive if you go up in that community centers where there's some black children and had them parents come out and talk about that platinum plan, or even again, the black church, they got the kids, a lot of the kids, black school, and go to a black school. The thing is, you want to talk about that platinum plan, so I would say either HBCU if you were to do that, or a church, because then you got adults, you got the older adults, elders, and you got youth and children. So that's why the black church, even though it's lost a lot of its power in terms of productive value and what it once stood for, it's still one of the only mechanisms in America in which you can go and get all and talk to all demographics of black people of all ages: elders, male, female, youth, teenage, and middle age, single, married, college educated. Not that's literally the only mechanism we have under which we would all be together under that context. And that's probably not just a black thing. That's probably just, just in America and in general. But if you were, say, to go to just the school, then you're what, grammar, you're just a bunch of grammar age kids. Or if you go to high school, then you're a bunch of high schoolers, so I would say these churches, black churches, still, because it's still a staple in our community. I don't agree with everything that happens. That's a whole nother conversation. In terms of the black church productive value in the black community, and the ties, and their contribution to the black community. That's a whole nother damn topic, and we can definitely talk about that. But I'm just saying, of the logistics of rolling out something like this, you can't have people on Fox News reel y'all people in, because this is definitely offensive to talk like that. But as far as like culture trumping politics, that shit is true. Culture trumps politics. Overall, American culture trumps politics. Black American culture trumps everything. Trumps politics, trumps the whole world. Shit. And so people gravitate towards culture. And in this country, sneakers are very popular. Sneakers is a novel thing amongst all generations. People stand outside. Let's look at this J's, the people standing outside for J's. I know people that used to stand outside for Jordan's sneaker. People used to sleep outside on a curve for some motherfucking sneakers. Now let me go to images. Look at this. And you know, they try to play us or whatever, but it's white folks that's out there too. 12 hours overnight for some sneakers. So we don't try to just say, oh, the black folk. Everybody loves sneakers. It's just that Black Americans made it popular, and so everybody copies off Black Americans. So then that's why the sneaker thing is so popular. The sneakerhead, the flipping of the sneakers. Black people made that very popular, and we know that. You know, you have CJ So Cool. I used to watch CJ So Cool growing up. But not even growing up. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was well into graduate school watching damn CJ So Cool. His pranks. I still watch CJ So Cool. But nonetheless, CJ So Cool, he always showing his sneaker collection and shit. And the plug and all that. And so, look at this. They got chairs. These are Asians, lawn chairs waiting for at Foot Locker. So I don't want to hear it. This is so Trump, like he said, this is culture, and so it's a smart idea. Y'all just gotta roll this shit out better. Y'all gotta roll this stuff out better, and you gotta give and take. Like you can't just expect. Like you gotta give and take. That's the thing with you Republicans, and that's the thing with you Democrats. I know if y'all that racist to where or that idiotic and racist to where y'all would have a good ass idea, but cut corners on strategy in terms of how to reach other demographics, then that's y'all failed opportunity. But y'all have an opportunity. You might as well capitalize on it on all its totality. In all its totality. Look at this. I never was a sneakerhead. I never was, I have to say. The only reason why I used to get the Nike ones and the Air Force ones is I was a little kid and somebody else was buying them for me. But as I got older, oh my gosh, like I would laugh at the type of sneakers I'd be wearing. I'd be wearing some Busters. You know how CJ So Cool be like, what are those? That's how y'all would be looking at my sneakers all the time. What are those? I'm telling you. I'd be wearing some Champions. I'll be wearing some Busters, boy. I do not care. The sneakers I got now are pretty cute. I got them on Amazon, but they have like these gold chains on them, and they hot to me. I'm like, they got the gold on. They is shit, but I didn't pay no more than $40 for them. That's for sure. Yeah, but sneakers are a big thing in culture, in American culture, and in Black American culture, and so if you want to reach Black America, I already told you how. You talk about that platinum plan, bring attention to that platinum plan in some of these sneakers for the Black kids, and you'll get some votes. You'll see it. People will be thinking they'll have a hard time. But then another thing you want to do is find one of them Black influencers as well. To talk about these sneakers, or conservative one of the influencers, one that's not too controversial in terms of their perception among Black America. Someone that's actually liked, and you promote your sneaker that way. That's what I have to say about that. And now I guess they trying to play the people that would buy or support this idea. My thing is they trying to hate, because if they could have thought about it first, they would have did it. I mean, Trump. This fits Trump's loud ass personality. Let's be real. If Biden would have came out with a sneaker, I think that would have flopped. Unless now in 2008, and when Obama ran, was it 2008? I believe it was. Whenever he ran, if he would have came out with a sneaker, that people would have flocked on that. I ain't gonna hold you. That would have been major, and then they would have been known as the party that he would have been known as the first president that came out with the sneaker thing, and they missed that opportunity back then. And so now Biden takes that, and not Biden, Trump now is looked at as the first president that comes out with a sneaker. The world is a stage. The world is a stage. And that's how I see it. The world is a stage. Politics is all a stage. It's all a stage. It's all a game. I see it for what it is. I'm just looking at it still strategically. I think it's funny to ponder upon nonetheless. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here because that's all I wanted to say. I want to actually talk about I want to talk about the Monique situation. So I'll be back literally within like 5 minutes to talk about that. Okay, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all be easy.